Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
Now a look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. Zion Williamson is out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Thunder. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Edwards in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power and attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
And so it's the West getting on the board first. Knocks down the three ball.
And that's a nice exchange between teammates there. I mean, they really work well together, whether it's All-Star Week or the regular season.
You know, really pretty fresh they get to share this stage together tonight. I mean, they've both helped each other to get here, and now they're going to keep helping each other.
Now, here's Garland. After the miss from Thunder, Garland with the bucket.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, earlier I spoke with the East All-Stars head coach. Their team's main focus tonight, well, it starts with All-Star Anthony Edwards. He said Ant is an incredible player. He's so physical, we have to throw multiple bodies at him. It's got to be a team effort to keep Edwards in check. An ambitious game plan. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Oh, my, what a play.
Well, this night is all about the entertainment value in terms of that dunk. Definitely entertaining.
Yep, and he's hearing it from the crowd. I mean, it's going to be really hard to top that one.
Pass to Jeffries. Back to Garland. For the three, Chandler. And it's Williamson with the rebound. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And here's Booker from the arc. Rebound by the East All-Stars. Garland with it. Now guarded by Thunder. Garland kicks to Chandler. Back to Garland. Pass to Sanders. 5 to shoot. Out to Chandler. Fires for 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Williamson is screen on Chandler. Thunder passes to Williamson. Some nice passing here by the West. And there's
And the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
Here is Jeffries. Edwards defending. Fades. Jeffries can't get it to go.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Thunder. To the middle. It's stolen. And now the fast break. Garland with the ball. Over Booker. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Garland's got his second bucket.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Booker. And Sanders pulls it down. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Now Garland. The shot by Chandler, wide open. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Chandler's got 6 points.
And smart of Garland to stay flexible, finding a teammate instead of forcing that one.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper.
Not a lot in the way of defense here tonight, but that's about the norm.
Yep, this game is always going to be about offense, about entertaining these fans as much as possible.
Here's Sanders. No good with the layup.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
It's good. He has 6.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. There's excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
There's the pick. There's Garland. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Hard not to like how dynamic Garland is on the floor. He's a high-energy player who works hard to maximize his impact on the game.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Thunder passes to Williamson. Here's Thunder, guarded by Garland. Here's Thunder, and that one is hammered home.
Well, you can't expect lockdown D in the All-Star game, especially in the first half.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Screened by Sanders. Steps back. Garland, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Williamson dishes to Edwards. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Going inside, and Edwards with the stop.
Well, I tell you what, once Edwards accelerates, I mean, he looks like he's playing at a different speed than those around him.
Garland surveying the D. Pass to McCain. Kicks it out to Garland. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Edwards. Edwards got his 4th rebound in this one.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Picked him clean. Thunder passes to Booker. Finished off the break. And it's a 6-point West All-Star lead.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
The East making a switch. Miller's checked in, and West also making a switch. Fox is checked in.
2 emphatic points. Devin Booker.
Pass to Sanders. Here is Jeffries. Now Miller. Charity stripe shot, and he knocks down the jumper.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mobley. The West making some changes. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Edwards. Jabari Smith comes in for Williamson. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. And it's Sanders with the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Thunder. 8 points for him. Booker outside. Some nice passing here by the West. Edwards, that's good.
Well, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Garland, the pass to Miller. Fires the three. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it.
My goodness.
Man. Oh, yeah. He's in this game for a reason, Kev.
Thunder passes to Holmgren. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line. West All-Stars shooting their first free throws here tonight. The first one falls. And the East All-Stars making a change here. Livingston's checked in. And West also making a switch. De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Devin Booker.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
There's the pick. The three from Garland. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
Oh, very solid from deep. Darius Garland hurts you in so many ways.
Over to the wing. Baseline jumper. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Here's Thunder. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
And how about all these dunks? I mean, this game's been a complete crowd pleaser, no doubt.
I know, I'm loving it. These players are really strutting their stuff tonight. Showtime!
Pass to McCain. A three-pointer off the mark. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
It's Edwards on the wing. Covered by Miller. The East trail by 5. And the foul called on Thunder. That's foul number 2 for him.
14 foul.
We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the first. And here's Garland for 3.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
Here's McCain. And another miss by the East.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And here's Garland for 3. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. West All-Stars out in front, up 5. Welcome back for the second quarter of the main event of All-Star Weekend.
And guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-Star action never disappoints.
On the court right now as the second quarter starts for the West All-Stars. We've got Jabari Smith. Thunder is out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Edwards in at the 3. Miller against Edwards. Here's McCain. Good. And Miller gets the assist. McCain's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the East All-Stars.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
Garland with it. Out guarded by Fox.
Oh, superb pass from Garland. He's all for setting up his teammates.
So it's the West now. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Garland, the pass to Holton. And that one drops for him. Holton's got his second basket of the night.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint. And, you know, we always get some great dunks in this game, and I think we can add that to the list.
Check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was a raise the roof.
Fox against Garland. Pass to Miller from outside the arc. And Holmgren pulls it down.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
And here is the East now. Trailing by 2. Here's Holton, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
And I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
Pass to McCain. Shot from the wing. The wide open look here for Garland. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's West now. Fox from outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Now it's a 5-point West All-Star lead.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Chandler's checked in for Brandon Miller. And West also making a switch. Booker's checked in. Pass to McCain. Back to Chandler. The 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Chandler's got 9.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Screen by Smith. Here's Thunder. And the West hit again from deep.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Pass to Garland. Back to Chandler. Fires the 3. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got his 7th assist here tonight. Thunder passes to Holmgren. And the foul called on Thunder. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Yeah, you know, that was out of his reach anyway, so I don't even know why he made that effort. No need to commit the foul there.
Sanders checked in for Livingston. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Bledsoe's checked in. Miller's checked in for the East.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
So they take the lead. 12 points for him.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Here's Thunder, guarded by Garland. Basket counts, and that's now 20 points for Thunder.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Chandler kicks to Garland. That falls. Nice feed that time from Chandler.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the East All-Stars.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Miller surveying the floor. Clock at 4. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness. Are you serious? Between the legs in a real game? That has the makings of a legendary dunk.
Oh, agreed. Forget about the plays of the week. That one will be one of the plays of the year.
Hey, I've got to bring some sanity back to this thing now. You know the coach would have been salty if he'd have missed that thing.
Chandler, no good. And Fox has it in the corner. Williamson, the screen. Here's Thunder. No good with the triple.
Well, he's definitely got a shoot-first mindset right now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, and that's not always endearing to your teammates, if you ask me. I mean, this is a game where everybody wants a piece of that spotlight. It shouldn't just be about him.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Now here's Chandler. 12 points for him. Pass to Garland. That ball's nice feed that time from Chandler. Chandler's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Thunder. Takes it inside. And it's the East with the rebound. Saw the pass to Garland. Now Saar. Williamson with the block.
Erased by Zion. He went for it with a lot of enthusiasm.
Chandler outside. 6 to shoot. The 3 from Garland.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
Takes the 3. Booker, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Goes up to the stripe. Another miss by Garland.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
The 3. Another miss by Garland. It's a close game here in Indianapolis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Mobley's checked in. Then for the West All-Stars, Edwards comes in for Chet Holmgren. And it's Edwards in for Fox. Now here's Chandler, guarded closely. And another miss by the East.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Here's Thunder. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
Here's Holton. Drills the three-pointer. Holton's got 9.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Here's Thunder. He's guarded by Chandler. Here's Thunder. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Thunder's got a pair of triples in the second now for the West All-Stars. 1:15 left to play in the first half. Chandler. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Barnes is checked in for the East. Edwards passes to Thunder. Out to Edwards. Here's Thunder. He takes it in, and that one is stuffed right through.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide-open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
And the East has possession. Pass to Garland. And with the block. Out to Edwards. Here's Thunder. He's guarded by Chandler. Here's Thunder. Mobley with the block. And he gets it back. Edwards passes to Edwards. Here's Thunder. Good on the shot. Now it's a 4-point West All-Star lead.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
For three, Booker, what a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And that, my friends, is a dagger on the way to the locker room. That three-pointer stings when it comes right at the end of the half.
And so it's the West All-Stars, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. Right back after this break. And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final two quarters.
Evan Mobley is out there with Sanders. Then there's Garland. Then it's Chandler. And it's Jeffries in at the small forward. That's the five out there for the East All-Stars.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. All free throws good from Garland. The West leading by 7. Edwards passes to Thunder. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. 5 attempts for him at the line tonight. He's made 3. He hits the second from the line. Garland with it. Pass to Jeffries. Back to Garland. Down low. Here's Mobley. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. The East All-Stars have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. Sanders hits them both. Here's West now. 6-point lead. Edwards can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Edwards with the block. And they're running. Here's Thunder. East grabs the miss.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Pass to Sanders. Back to Garland. Here is Jeffries. 6 on the shot clock. Wants to get it to Sanders and does. Here's Mobley. That one goes in. Mobley's got 5. So it's the West now. 4-point game. Here's Thunder. Look out! And he hammers in the reverse slam.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
The All-Star MVP award, always such a prestigious honor, and it's becoming clear who that honor is going to be bestowed upon this year.
And with the game he's had.
what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.